way as we see two of the top contenders who qualified for winner's side, Achilles and CurryGovernor, going at it in this first set of top 8 to book a spot in winners finals.
Yeah, and it's quite the tricky path for Achilles to go through, having just beaten Trinity in a famously poor matchup. Me Brawler versus Shulk, that's hard for Me Brawler. She completed the reverse 3-0 to meet her seeding and get the throwdown with CurryGovernor, who is experimenting with Crom a little bit at the minute. Was a little disappointed after how after how Grand Conquest 2024 went over in Manchester last weekend, and is looking to have a little redemption arc with a little flirt back to the character of old. The temporary Crom has resurged, and it's going great so far.
Yeah, we've seen the Crom previously at the likes of Region 2022, and returning here, as we say, for a brief fling after Cloud was a little bit less than satisfying for CurryGovernor at Manchester Grand Conquest. We've seen Crom's advantage stage return with vicious force early in the bracket, as we saw CurryGovernor unseat LNL and wanting to get back to business with a drag down up B. They were the bread and butter of the cantankerous Crom that CurryGovernor pilots here. An aggressive character with massive force, landing a jab into back air and taking Achilles' first stock.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. CurryGovernor calm and composed, not rushing this, because there's a recognition that both of these players are pretty hold forward based. If you do it too much, then you're just gonna get yourself into danger. So Curry is especially playing a character who can die to any hit, technically. Is he going to die from this one? No, Achilles stands by with a back to the wall, just to kind of hide her intentions, but the flashing Mach Punch is going to take it away instead. Very much inspired by Kid's success over in France. Achilles was always a bit of a shot put user, but now that we've learned the true nature of this move's quality, we're going to see if it can take away some more stocks than just the one.
Yes, absolutely. We saw CurryGovernor contested off stage, and it was ultimately a return to stage that was denied despite CurryGovernor's best efforts to make this character who's lacking recovery is the focal point of those who say that Crom is not him. Let's see if CurryGovernor is able to continue the success in the years with a jab into Nair 1 into a back air. Shades of our very own Jackie SSB here, as we see Achilles take CurryGovernor high into the sky and answer straight back with a 0 to death.
Good lord, Achilles, you are so back off that of one. Like, Pokemon Stadium 2 is a fairly favourable character for me brawlers that always happen to go there, and it's the comfort pick for CurryGovernor. He can't be bothered with stage bans. It's part of his personality. He will offer Pokemon Stadium 2 every time, and Achilles taking full advantage of that, getting a 0 to death off the back of it. Crazy comeback. Whoa, we could have been seeing another one, but Crom's up air is so fast, so wide in range, and a really good drift to the left as well to make sure that wasn't going to set up a second kill situation.
Utilising the disjoint of Crom, swinging falchion fiercely and unwaveringly to get out of a situation where CurryGovernor was trapped on platform. There we go, the side B catching a swing on a landing there, not getting a kill, but tacking on percent, but CurryGovernor taking full advantage of the jab into back air once again, saying you can do that side B all day, it's never going to kill me, whereas I jab back air you for the third time, I will find the same success I did the first 2 times. CurryGovernor takes game 1.
Exactamundo. Every single one of those suplexes hit with such impact that as soon as it lands, it's like, ooh, that's some damage, but there's not too much to worry about. If you're already at kill percent, it's not going to do a great deal extra, but we're going to have a complete run back to Pokemon Stadium 2, so Curry recognises the stage was low-key responsible for him getting 0 to death in the previous game, and he doesn't care. He will return anyway, because he won at the end of the day, so don't worry too much.
Why would you? The spiritual home of the Northeast is CurryGovernor's traditional battleground, caring little for the fact, as you said, that it got him taken off the top. Achilles, though, wants to repeat that again as CurryGovernor is able to air dodge back down and punishing the side B this time. No suplex to repeat, looking less like Chad Gable in this scenario, but an up tilt into an up air is going to make Achilles look a little bit more like a spider, climbing higher and higher, but unable to finish the job, unable to sink her fangs into Crom in this instance, looking and fishing for those reversible pairs to land that first hit, which will start it all, and getting an up B back to stage, but crucially not out of the woods yet, swinging through that flurry of rapid jabs here and looking for an up smash to punish CurryGovernor, running in instead, getting hit with a jab back in, not killing this time, but one more will unseat, instead swinging off stage and buying herself a bit more time.
Yeah, that's the only real weakness of flashing Mach Punch. The move takes so long to complete, you can start setting up your DI perfectly long before the move is finished, you can start SDIing away from the move and also hold right the entire time. There's that back air from CurryGovernor to get the kill. So because the flashing Mach Punch was from slightly below stage height and CurryGovernor had the time to adjust his DI, he just barely lived a move which was designed to kill at those percent. But Achilles could easily bring this back unless you get caught by the soaring slash offstage, and that is a magnificent trade in CurryGovernor's favor. You would take that every day of the week.
You are a full stock up. You might as well go for the soaring slash, slicing right through that stock for Achilles, who was dragged down with nowhere to go. Wants a 0 to death of her own to answer straight back, but CurryGovernor able to slip out, still crucially on platform, drifting there just down and out of that dangerous scenario. Achilles has been lapped in percent, and CurryGovernor taking full advantage of the disjoints of Crom here, poking with that down tilt, which he's a very big fan of, but the F smash is a bigger hit, and there we are converting off of that Nair 1 into the F smash, and there we are. CurryGovernor takes game 2 in equally as convincing fashion.
Yeah, expect to see a lot more back air kill screens in this tournament. We've had jab into back air, we've had fair 1 into back air. We might just have a raw one in game 3, or maybe Achilles can perhaps take a game for the board, because she's been playing super well all the way through this, and it feels like her efforts are being a little unrewarded at the moment. I want to see a flashing Mach Punch kill at least to get things started, because this feels like a matchup where you could be tempted to bring the shot put back to try and catch Crom off stage. So I want to see that validation for Achilles, committing to the same moveset the whole time. See if it can actually prove favourable as it goes along.
Lovely falling up air there to continue this advantage situation with CurryGovernor. Wants a down tilt to catch the suplex incoming and getting straight out of jumping. The second Achilles is able to land anything. Wants an F smash off. That jab doesn't find it that time, but Achilles has taken 76% in very short order here, boinging and bouncing around CurryGovernor, unwilling to contest with the disjoints they're trying to weave through, but CurryGovernor every time is ready to catch with the sword, slicing straight into Achilles. They're not able to find that big hit yet, but the down tilt was certainly set up, waiting and dashing straight in. Such amazing patience that the speed of Crom grants CurryGovernor.
Oh, and it's still going. You know what? That suplex indirectly setting up a kill off the top. And Achilles is going to take the first stock here. Again, it just catches you out of nowhere. Curry goes for the immediate respawn kill attempt and nearly gets one in the follow-up attempt. Can you get off of the ledge against CurryGovernor? Curry's obviously very much used to having the cloud back air, so maybe the Crom ledge trap might be a little weaker, but the down airs are still going to be on point with catching those spikes. You can tell you're facing a cloud player when somebody's so willing to go for those spikes at ledge and making them work.
Absolutely devastating there. The suplex would have been seismic for Achilles there and would have dragged CurryGovernor all the way off stage. A little payback for the soaring slash. Instead, CurryGovernor wants to pay Achilles back for taking that first stock and has equalized things emphatically. Again, just taking advantage of those little hits. And here we go. Achilles wants to repeat the success of stock 1, going for another ladder off the top. Not able to catch with an up B. That time, though, wants a flurry of Mach punches, which would have unseated CurryGovernor.
With that flurry, I wonder if there was a little bit of thought of, I want to press the B button for a shot put type situation. Because when CurryGovernor was recovering high over the ledge, he did that because he knows Me Brawler had no real answer to outrange that. But if Me Brawler did have the shot put, there is an answer to punish that move. So it's kind of giving you the influence of, I'm going to go to that point and press the B button and see if my other move works. But that flashing Mach Punch getting parried and punished by CurryGovernor just in the nick of time.
Achilles is the one who found herself up in the sky there, but able to back air CurryGovernor. It's not going to kill, but the flurry of Mach Punches will. Able to send CurryGovernor, instead of off and away, up into the sky. Wants a side B to finish things off. Crom would have no hope of recovering from that low down. Gets a parry into that jab, back air for her trouble, slowing herself down, and once another down air is CurryGovernor trying to time it expertly to catch the flip kick instead. Achilles looks to flip the script, but once again, the advantage situation continues for CurryGovernor, not able to find that killing blow quite yet, but it's never far away with a sword in his hand.
Yep, the F-tilt is going to do it, but I'm super impressed with the way Achilles has been using flashing Mach Punch all the way through this. We know she's got those combo ladders off the platform, that's no surprise, but the flashing Mach Punch is a new addition to the arsenal, and she's just kind of perfectly reading Crom's recoveries when he has only so few routes to make it back, and just popping FMP in the middle of that route as like an obstacle for you to get past. been really inspiring, but ultimately this is Achilles' winner's side stock. If you do drop this to something like a jab back air, you will be heading to the loser's bracket, so it's time to lock in.
You can see here she's pushing, wanting in with those nets, but CurryGovernor, the past few times it was thrown out, has caught it ready with the sword, and that time getting a double down tilt into an F smash, reading a roll in. You wanted to escape ledge because that's where you've been unseated time and time and time again, because of the fact that CurryGovernor is such an expert at trapping you there, but it's that want to get away from ledge that led to Achilles undoing their double down tilt into an F smash on a roll read, and CurryGovernor books his place in winners finals.
Yes, we'll be waiting for either Lito or Regenix, but I feel like we were lured into a false sense of security. You know, as soon as you get to those dangerous presents, you're trying to avoid the jab at all costs so that you don't get converted into something. But yeah, sometimes when you're rolling somewhere, you could just get caught by the F smash by itself, and that will certainly take things away. So CurryGovernor with a